to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Fashion Wizardry here, aka Matilda, and today we highlight and contour. So if you go back a few years on my channel, I never used to highlight or contour, mostly because I did not have an idea what it was and why people did it. But the more tutorials I watched, the more knowledge I gained, and basically I just learned how to do it on myself. And I just felt that it was time to do this sort of video for someone in case you're struggling with highlighting and contouring, or you're scared, or you just don't want to do it for one reason or the other. This video hopefully shows you how easy it is, and it just basically needs just a little bit of practice, and in no time you'll be a highlighting and contouring pro. So if you want to gain some knowledge on highlighting and contouring, I will show you how I highlight and contour my face. Hopefully that helps you, and in case you have any questions, obviously don't hesitate to ask me in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. So first things first, I've only done my moisturizer and my eyes and my eyebrows. Basically that's it. I don't have anything else on my face. The first thing you want to start with is your foundation, and for primer today I'm going to be using my E.L.F Pro Prep Primer. This is honestly such a smoothing primer. I do really love it, and it reduces the size of my pores, so I'm not complaining. So I'm going to apply that to my forehead and everywhere else. Now that our primer is applied, I'm going to go in with my True Match foundation, and this is from L'Oreal. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to prepare my face for my highlighting and my contouring and look snatched and everything, and also even out my skin tone. That way I'm not darker in some parts, I'm not lighter some parts. So I just want to look snatched, okay? Fully snatched. Now that there's evenness back on my face, I'm looking like one uniform color now. I'm going to take my NARS Radiance Creamy Concealer. This is quite a pricey concealer. I think it retails for $27, which is about 2,700 shillings. You don't necessarily have to use the NARS because it is quite pricey. You could opt for the E.L.F Pro Conceal. These are so thick, they're so good, and I highly recommend them, and they're very, very cheap. They retail for about 300 shillings, which is roughly $3, which isn't expensive. So yeah, if you don't want to spend too much, these are just as good, and they get the job done so wonderfully. So I'm not going to be using the E.L.F Pro Conceal today. I'm just going to stick to my NARS, mostly because I just love this concealer so much, and I honestly want to use it today. So I'm just taking it and I'm going to apply it under my eyes. So basically, to highlight, you're going to bring out the features you want to stand out. Your under eye, part of your forehead. If you have a smaller forehead, you want to widen it. If you have a big 5 head, you want to make it seem smaller than it actually is. It honestly depends on you and how you're feeling. If you want to have a wider nose, if you want to have a snatched nose, bigger forehead, highlighting and contouring is like magic. So for me, I do have a very wide forehead and a very narrow bottom part of my face. So I'm just gonna try keep this small and try widen the base of my face. Not so much though, because I do like the shape of my face. So I'm just gonna highlight the areas I want to stand out and contour the areas I want to sink in and seem snatched. Like plastic surgery on a budget. That's basically contouring for you. So I'm just gonna place that under my eyes. This also covers your eye bags. You want to go for a concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. This way it lightens your face, it brings light to your face, it makes it stand out. As compared to a concealer that's your skin tone, it's basically just gonna blend in, and there's not gonna be much highlighting. So this is Amande, and this is from NARS. So now I'm just going on the upper part of my lip, basically where you have a little mustache, and I'm gonna cover that up mostly because I do tend to be dark around that area, and I do want that area to stand out and look pretty and look nice. So I'm just going in with my concealer and being generous with it. Oh yeah. This also helps your foundation stay in place. It provides that extra security. If your foundation tends to break around your mouth, just try going in with a concealer on top of that. It does help a lot. and puts the foundation in place. She does not leave before her shift ends, okay? So basically, that's why I'm doing that. And it also doesn't hurt to hide your mustache, though I honestly don't have one. Well, maybe just a little bit. So I'm gonna let that concealer sit and cook for a bit. I do love getting an extra coverage, even from my extra coverage concealer. So I'm just gonna let that marinate, and I'm gonna go in with my black opal stick, and this is in black walnut. And I'm basically gonna contour my face. And I'm trying not to bring it down, mostly because that makes your face droop. You want your cheeks to look snatched and beautiful, okay? You don't want the pounds to show up on your face. You want to look slim, you want to look snatched. So basically, I'm going to try keep it at the top. A tip that could help you not contour too low is putting your mouth like, and basically just going where the hollows of your cheeks are. So easy peasy. And for forehead, I am trying to make my forehead seem a bit smaller, so less highlighting, more contouring, and my jawline, because I just want to look snatched. Now I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender and I'm just going to blend everything in. Want to take your time and properly blend. Blending is not a thing you can rush. Just take your time and make sure all the lines are gone and you're blending in everything properly. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. So blend, blend, blend. So once my concealer is blended, I like going in with a brush, and this is to blend in my contour, and then I'm going to go on top of everything with my beauty blender just to make sure everything is seamless and it looks natural and flawless. So first a brush, I'm just going to basically blend all the areas I contoured. That is looking like a lot of contour. So as you can see, I am contoured, but it's a bit too much. I went in a bit ham. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and using the same side I used to blend my concealer, I'm just going to make everything mesh together and look beautiful because this is a bit too harsh. I'm just going to start with blending my concealer and move to my contour. As you can see, everything is starting to blend together and it just looks more natural in my opinion, rather than just leaving that harsh contour lying on your skin. I feel like that's properly blended. Next, you want to set your concealer, that way it doesn't move around. You want it to stay put, and I'm going to be using the Sacha Buttercup powder. You could use whichever powder you prefer, but I feel like for women of color, a yellow toned powder is amazing, and I love this one. It's amazing. You get value for your money and it's honestly incredible. This I cannot recommend enough. I'm just gonna oh wow, thank you for getting all over my pants. So basically I dumped my beauty blender in the powder and I'm just gonna put that on my concealer and basically set that. And I'm just going to try to blend that in. Now I'm going to move to setting my contour. When you use cream products, it's advisable you set with a powder. That way it doesn't move about. You don't want to snatch your face and have it end up not snatched. You know what I mean? So basically just go in with a powder, a darker powder. You could bronze as well. I'm going to go in with a Sleek Contour and Highlight Kit in dark. And I'm going to use that contour shade to just set my contour. What I'm going to do to make sure that my contour is extra contoured, I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and I'm going to snatch that face. I'm just gonna lightly, you know, that's what it's called. So I'm not going to let that sit. I don't want to get that white cast, so I'm just gonna quickly dust that off. And now to just make sure I'm the same color everywhere, I'm going to go on top of everything with my foundation. I always call this a foundation, with my powder, and this is a Maybelline powder in coconut. And I'm just gonna go on top of everything, including my contour. This powder is in my shade, so it just sets everything. Taking the same sleek contour and highlight kit, I'm gonna take a tiny brush and I'm gonna use this to lightly contour my nose. I don't want to look too snatched today, like my nose, so I'm just gonna go all the way up. Make sure you're starting from your brow, that way it seems more natural and coming down. And what I do to make it look extremely natural is I go on top of everything with my beauty blender, and I feel like that just helps it blend together well. Now that's basically our highlighting and contouring routine done, but I'm gonna go in with my Black Up blush, mostly because I feel like my face needs a bit of color. So I'm just gonna put that on my cheeks. I'm just gonna highlight my cheeks, my nose, and my Cupid's bow. It's a very pretty golden shade, so. Now I'm gonna go in with my setting spray, and this just helps everything mesh together and also helps your makeup stay in place. So I definitely recommend using a setting spray, whichever is fine as long as you like it. I'm using the E.L.F. So I'm going to use the Shaaanxo palette for my lipsticks today. This is so gorgeous. The only problem I have with them is that they're not matte. I do love a matte lip, but I'm gonna go in with so I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. I think it looks more like a blush pink, like a dark blush pink. And I'm just gonna take that on a brush and swipe it across my lips. Ooh, that is very pink, but it's not too pink. I like it. It's like a nude pink. So that pink is beautiful, but it's a bit too nude for my liking. I'm gonna line my lips with the Gabrini number 16. Just to get rid of that nude look, too nude look. That is very pretty. That is so pretty. Then I'm gonna go on top of that with my Crystal Crush Light Reflecting Lip Gloss. I want a glossy look today, so. That's it for this video, guys. That's how you highlight and contour. I really hope this video was in-depth enough. I really tried to talk about everything I was doing and why, and I hope someone found it helpful. At the end of the day, makeup is a skill. It needs practice to get better. So make sure you're practicing even your highlighting and contouring process, and you'll automatically get better with time. Having said that, that's all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big old thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And if you're subscribed, I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye! Woo!